league table. But perhaps even more impressive than his performances on the pitch is what he's learned off it. We look around the dressing room and you can feel it's a winning atmosphere, Mosquera said. We believe in ourselves, we know what we're capable of, so why not believe we can win it all? He went on to explain that, before the season even began, Mikel Arteta made one thing very clear to all the new players: the frustration and heartbreak of seasons past, the narrow title misses, the near misses in Europe, the sense of a club on the verge but not quite over the line. There's a real optimism this year, Mosquera added. Everyone is happy, focused. There's a feeling that this could finally be the year, and that's what makes his words so powerful. Because for all the current success top of the league, deep in European competition people sometimes forget just how far Arsenal has come. When Arteta took over, the club was 11th in the Premier League, out of the Champions League picture, and struggling to find its identity. Fast forward to now, 3 second-place finishes, a Champions League semi-final, and a squad that's not only talented but unified. Arsenal is firmly among Europe's elite again. Just look at how long other giants have struggled. Manchester United haven't truly recovered since Sir Alex Ferguson's departure. Liverpool's Premier League title in 2020 came after decades of waiting. By contrast, Arsenal's resurgence under Arteta has been swift and built on clear vision and trust in youth. Still, as Mosquera puts it, second place isn't enough anymore. Not for this group. The standards have shifted. There's a hunger in the squad, he said. Everyone wants more, no one's satisfied just being close. We want to finish what we've started. It's clear that Arteta has instilled more than just tactics, he's cultivated belief. By making sure the new faces understood the emotional toll of past failures, he's sparked something powerful, a united desire not just to compete, but to conquer. Whether that will be enough to finally lift the Premier League trophy remains to be seen. But one thing's for sure, this Arsenal side isn't afraid of the pressure anymore, they welcome it. And maybe, just maybe, that's the edge they need to finally cross the finish line. The pressure continues to build, but so does the belief. As Christian Mosquera adapts to life at Arsenal, it's clear that his arrival is part of a broader transformation happening within the club. More than just a new defender, Mosquera represents a new standard, one built on quiet confidence, accountability, and a hunger for more than just progress. Shortly after joining, Mosquera found himself thrown into the fire stepping in during a key match when William Saliba suffered an injury. Despite the intensity of the situation, he described feeling calm and focused, a reflection of the trust placed in him by the coaching staff. It was a defining moment that showed not only his readiness, but also how deeply Arteta's philosophy has taken root in the squad: composure under pressure, clarity in roles, and a relentless focus on winning. What stands out most in Mosquera's comments is how Arteta's messaging has shaped the internal mindset. He and the other summer signings were not simply told what the club expects, they were shown what had been lost in recent years, and what now had to be reclaimed. The second-place finish, the narrow eliminations in Europe, these were not dismissed. They were used as fuel. Within the squad, the message is clear: close is not good enough anymore. That standard has rippled through every part of the team. Training sessions are sharper, communication is louder. The locker room isn't just filled with hope, it's filled with intent. There's a noticeable shift in how players talk about their goals. It's no longer about returning to the top, it's about staying there. Still, belief alone doesn't win titles. Consistency, especially under pressure, is what separates contenders from champions. Earlier in the season, moments of doubt crept in, whether after unexpected losses or flat performances. But instead of being deflated, the team has used those moments to reinforce what they're building. Arteta's response to setbacks has also been crucial. He's challenged his players to respond with fire, not frustration. When the team slips, he doesn't shy away from demanding more. But at the same time, he keeps them grounded. His approach is not built on emotion alone, it's tactical, psychological, and deeply personal. Players know where they stand, and they know what's expected. This blend of structure and emotion has created a culture that's difficult to shake. Younger players like Mosquera are not just developing, they're growing within a system that expects excellence, not in the future, but now. And perhaps that's the biggest change at Arsenal. For years, the conversation was about potential, about returning to former glory, about building something long-term. But now, that tone has shifted. This team doesn't want to wait for next year. They believe the time is now. They believe the frustration of the past has a purpose, to drive them forward until the final day of the season, with nothing left to prove, only something to lift. Whether that belief will be enough to finally cross the finish line is yet to be seen. But for the first time in a long time, Arsenal looks and sounds like a club that truly expects to win. And that expectation, more than anything, may be the most powerful weapon they have.